Did you hear that the FAA is hiring blind pilots? Okay, let's talk. Okay, so there are some influencers, social media influencers, that are talking about the FAA and their new ruling that they're going to hire more individuals with disabilities, right? Including epilepsy, blindness, and a variety of other developmental disabilities and impairments. And I think what people don't realize is that the FAA is not FPO, which is for pilots only. It's not that. They have 45,000 jobs at the FAA. So that's going to be greeters, custodians, kitchen employees, right? Cafeteria workers. So yes, it makes sense that, sure, they're opening those positions up to offer opportunities to other people. Wonderful. But people aren't realizing, because they're reading this, that the behind the scenes. But see, here's my number one. I was a job coach, and I did work with individuals with severe intellectual and developmental disabilities, including blindness, with cognitive delays as well, okay? We're not taking a person with those limitations to a job that's going to be far beyond their reach or abilities, okay? Think about that. Their job coach is not going to set them up. If they're able to do things on their own and they don't have a job coach, okay, well, let's step into number two. My nephew is accepted to Embry-Riddle, several aeronautics universities in the USA. And he is not allowed to go to school yet. And it's been 3 semesters now that we're going in because he has food allergies and asthma. And they want to make sure from his first medical visit as a baby, that they go through with a fine-tooth comb all of his medical conditions, following up and making sure that he is safe. They won't even allow the kid to go to school yet because they want to assure that he's going to be capable of performing his duties upon completion of his education. Okay? So this is somebody who was ROTC, Eagle Scout, okay, honor roll. I could list my arm's length of all of his extracurriculars, okay? And they still are saying, well, we need to wait because we have to make sure that you're going to be safe while you're flying this plane. Okay, number 3. I flew a Cessna before my accident. I had a couple of flight lessons, and I proposed this. This was 28 years ago. And it was $225 an hour for flight lessons. If somebody is that disabled, where are they going to come up with that money from for private lessons? Okay. Number 2, if they're that disabled, are they going to be accepted to a school or a college that is providing education for pilots? Okay. So if you take all of this into consideration and look at it, that I believe that a lot of the influencers are meaning well. They're seeing things that they're trying to alert us to, which I am very grateful for, because we can't keep on top of the news. And how much of it do we know is real? How much of it is fake? AI? There's a lot that's going on right now. But the thing is it's our responsibility to pay attention to what is going on, because then it's going to affect us in the long run. If we don't know, we can't do something about it to say no. We've seen wonderful things with what's happening over in the EU and the farmers and how they've pushed the government back. We have to be aware, but we also have to understand how to discern what it is that we're learning or hearing about and do our research, our due diligence of research. So I would like to know, what have you heard in the news or in social media that was like, oh my God, this is what they're doing next? But you found out it wasn't quite accurate. We're going to say false, not a lie, but it just wasn't as it was perceived or presented. Okay, so I'm interested if you'll please put it down in the comments, because I think it's important for us to start sharing this information, maybe even elaborate a little bit. How did you find out? Where did you research? What were you told? And what was the conclusion of it? So first, we're going to start off with what are things that we've heard that seem like, oh my God, we're here. And then you found out, that is not the case. Put it down in the comments below so we can share with one another. And I hope you have a really great day. Shine your light.